Well, hello, my friends. Welcome to Granny B's house. Are you having a good day where you are? Oh, I hope so. Granny B's having a real good day because people have been very kind to me today. You know, I find that when I am kind to other people, it makes them want to be kind to me. I bet you find that too, don't you? Well, sometimes, and Granny B is just as guilty of this as anybody else, sometimes we might exaggerate a little bit about what we can do, and maybe we might tell a little fib. What do they call them? Little white lies? It's still a lie. But I got a friend named Franklin who told a really big fib, and then he had trouble coming through. So let's read about Franklin Fibs. It's written by Paulette Bourgeois and Brenda Clark. So let's see. Oh, I love the pictures in the Franklin books. They're so colorful. Franklin could slide down a riverbank all by himself. He could count forwards and backwards. He could zip zippers and button buttons. He could even tie shoelaces. But Franklin could not swallow 76 flies in the blink of an eye. And that was a problem because Franklin said he could. He told all his friends he could. Franklin had fibbed. It all started with Bear. Bear boasted, "I can climb the highest tree." He scrambled to the tip of a pine. Then Hawk bragged, "I can fly over the berry patch without flapping my wings." He soared over the woods and past the berry patch without ruffling a feather. Beaver crowed, "I can chop down a tree with just my teeth." Beaver gnawed first on one side, then on the other. Chips of wood flew this way and that. The tree crashed down. And she said, "I can make my own dam." Franklin couldn't climb a tree. He couldn't chop down a tree. He couldn't chop down a tree. He couldn't fly, and he forgot everything he could do, so he fibbed. "I can swallow 76 flies in the blink of an eye," he said. His friends were astounded. "Watch me." Franklin gobbled 2, 4, 6 flies. "There, but that was only 6 flies," said Hawk. "Well, there were only 6 flies flying," said Franklin. "And I ate all of them in the blink of an eye. I could have eaten 70 more. "Let's see," said Beaver. Franklin frowned. There was no way he could eat 76 flies in the blink of an eye. No way at all. Franklin had no appetite at dinner. "What's wrong?" asked his mother. "I can't eat 76 flies in the blink of an eye." "Well, neither can I," said his father. "Neither can I," said his mother. "But you don't have to," said Franklin sadly, "and I do." Franklin told them all about the flies. His mother nodded and his father hummed. "You have quite an imagination," said Franklin's father. The next morning, Franklin's friends were waiting. Beaver had a surprise. "Eat them," she dared. Franklin wrapped a woolly winter scarf twice around his neck. "Can't," he squawked. "I have a sore throat." His friends laughed. Franklin felt terrible. He couldn't eat. He couldn't sleep. He couldn't think of anything but flies and lies. I could practice until I could swallow 76 flies in the blink of an eye, Franklin told his father. You could, but it would take a long time, he said. I could stop playing with my friends, Franklin told his mother. You could, but you might be lonely, she said. I could tell them I fibbed, said Franklin. You could do that, and then you can show them what you can do. The next day, Franklin's friends were waiting. I can't eat 76 flies in the blink of an eye, admitted Franklin. We guessed, said Bear. But, said Franklin, I can eat 76 flies. Franklin's friends sighed. Really, said Franklin. Franklin ran home. He got the flies, the bowl, some flour, milk, eggs, honey. He poured and stirred, rolled and baked. Finally, he was ready. Watch me, said Franklin. He gobbled the entire fly pie. There, said Franklin, licking his lips. Amazing, said Beaver. What else can you do? Franklin swaggered with success. He was about to say that he could eat 2 fly pies in a gulp. Then he thought twice and said nothing at all. Even a turtle gets tired of eating fly pie. Well, we aren't turtles or frogs. We don't eat flies. But I'll bet we do tell lies more than we should. Sometimes it's an easy way to get out of things. Sometimes, like Franklin, we just feel like we have to impress somebody with what we can do. Well, I know how you can impress somebody. You can be kind to them. You can treat them kindly every day, the same way you want them to treat you. And just think what a wonderful world we'd live in if everybody treated everybody kindly. Well, you know Granny Bee loves you. And you know Granny Bee wants you to come back and see her again. And I'll bet you know Granny Bee's going to read you another story when you do. Okay? Bye-bye now.